So Matt, I've seen you quite a number of times, being from your home club. I kind of know your speaking style. So you've received many evaluations from me before. I think one of the sticklers for me, for your speeches, is I need you to enunciate more. Because you and I have very similar speaking styles in that we have deep voices. And when you have a deep voice, when you mumble, it gets even worse in mumbling. Because with deep voices, it's just sometimes hard. So I very consciously try to enunciate my words a little bit more, especially when you're trying to connect with the audience. They don't want to be guessing what you were saying. I agree with the point about Claudia saying, giving a little bit more time and credence to who Bo was about and defining that, because I was also a little bit lost. Also agreed with Jerry's point that that story may have been a little bit trite in usage, but it was effective because it was related to the story. The biggest point that I want you to concentrate on is not so much the note. I get away from the notes, but this is also one of my weaknesses. When you're giving an inspirational speech, you have to speak to your audience. And this is the same, you heard the same feedback when I got it from Kathy. You have to peer at somebody and make sure you dedicate some time to that person and you're speaking to them and then move on to the next person. You were glancing left and right and running through your speech, but I wasn't feeling like you were talking to the audience on your inspirational speech. You have to have that emotional base. So speaking to a select person for a minute and a half, then moving on to the next person, speaking to that person for another minute and a half. That is a very effective and powerful tool for an emotional, inspirational type of speech. But other than that, I think the speech itself, the content was great because it was personal. It gave a real insight into who you are today and why you've been shaped the way you have, and some of the things that drive you, and somebody having to take the time to dedicate to you. So that was great. You really opened up, and anytime you do that, that just makes the speech fantastic. So I really appreciated that aspect of your speech. But other than that, great job.